Hi everyone, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Wednesday the 21st of March. After the craziness of the Twisted Tarot, I thought we'd go back all the way to the very basics by using the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, which is the original tarot deck. And this is a good deck to learn if you're starting out with the tarot, if you're doing readings, because all other decks are really based on this. These are the archetypal images in the tarot that a lot of the kind of more modern decks are based on. So let's have a look at what we get for today and what the cards want you to be aware of, what the energy is all about, and how you can make the most of this. So first of all, we have the Lovers. It's the sixth card of the Major Arcana. We have two Major Arcana cards, by the way, with a Minor Arcana card in the middle. So we have two big themes, which are the fundamental message for the day. And then we've got your actions, your behavior in the middle of that. So the existing kind of energy supports you in a way, and vice versa, the way you behave is going to create solidity and structure in the world. So today you have a very important part to play in the way you connect with others and the universe, and the structure and solidity that you build in your life. So first of all, the Lovers is really about coming together with another human being in the most traditional sense of the card. It's about falling in love, meeting someone who's your soulmate, who's just your kindred spirit, and really connecting with them in a loving, earnest and genuine way, and it's destined by the universe. So we've got this angel overseeing this union and giving it its blessing, and it can also be seen as this angel has brought these two together because they are soulmates, they are twin flames, and they're meant to be together. The way I also look at this is by these two being really honest with each other and coming together and being lovers and partners, they create an angel between them. We've got clouds here at the bottom. So either the angel comes down and says this is preordained that the two of you are meant to be together, or these two people create this angel between them and create healing and create something magical and beautiful and divine by being together. And I mean, that's a natural, beautiful part of life, that when, men and women get together and they start a family, they create miracles. Each child that they have, each thing that they do together is like a miracle. It's the miracle of birth. It's creating something new, and that is beyond our understanding. And it's not something that you have control over. New life comes in, and that's where there's a bridge between our bodies and the divine. Because you don't get to dictate what kind of child you have. What you do get to dictate is there's new life. Even that's up for discussion, but it's a magical, amazing thing that is beyond our comprehension. So we have a kind of Christ-like or Christian depiction of a woman there with the snake, and that reminds us of Eve. The woman representing, the first, according to the Bible, the first evil in the world by being tricked by the snake. Tricking Adam or encouraging Adam to take a bite of the apple. It's that old story. And here with the man, we've got this burning bush. And the burning tree, this tree that's on fire, represents passion and being able to create and being a passionate lover and really feeling genuine emotions. And that's something that was saying something, especially when these cards were created, because men weren't trained to feel. They were trained to be warriors or soldiers or whatever, serfs or whatever. But feeling and showing true emotion was something that was rare. And that's why this card is exceptional, because it's connecting two people, or you and another thing in the world, in the universe, that really is a very meaningful love. This is the love of your life. So today, you have the real potential to meet the love of your life. You also have the potential to find something that is part of your life purpose. that you really burn for, and that really allows you to create something magical. Same thing as having a child. By, let's say you find that you have an aptitude for cartography. You stumble upon some maps, or you meet a cartographer and he shows you what he does, and you're fascinated by it, and you start down that road and you're like, oh, this is something, oh my God, I'm so passionate about it. I never realized. That's creating an angel, that's creating a new life as well. So that's what's in store for you today. Falling in love with a person or something that makes you feel alive. I want to move to this card next because these two major arcana cards are really interesting. The Emperor is a man who's in charge. He's on a stone throne. He's been in charge for a long time, and he's going to be in charge for a long time. Aries is about pushing forward and being independent. And we're in Aries season, by the way. Yesterday it was the first day of Aries season when the sun moved into Aries. So it's still Aries' birthday. Happy birthday, Aries. And this is a man who's a leader. He's in charge. He makes the rules, not by being shy and withdrawn, by listening to what his passions are, getting ready for the fallout, not letting himself be hindered or held back by fallout. He's wearing armor because he knows he's going to get attacked, but he's doing it anyway. He's the boss. He says what goes. And what he says is really something that's sustainable, and because this throne is made out of stone, he's been around for a long time. He's aged as well, so he's a good emperor, he's a good king. And despite all of the resistance that you get if you're a leader or if you're in a position of power, he's done this for a long time and he's done a good job. So it means that you find someone or something that's going to be a long time structure in your life, and that isn't just a blip today that you fall in love with it today and then tomorrow you're interested in something else. There's something really meaningful that's going on today, and that a really loving addition to your life that's going to stick around for a long time. The key here, your behavior. The Seven of Swords is interesting because you can see this young man stealing from the community. He's self-interested and he's sneaking away. So on one hand, it's about being dishonest and taking something for yourself. And the warning is, don't do that because the emperor will get you. The emperor is the law as such. So don't do anything that puts other people at a disadvantage. Don't steal other people's ideas. Sources, communication, ideas, inventions, the way people write, communicate, all of that stuff. So don't steal from other people, whether it's ideas or physical things or the way they look, or don't copycat others, and don't put other people at a disadvantage, but act in your own self-interest, because the Seven of Swords is about doing something for yourself. And what the card is saying is that the extreme of this card is to take from others and make yourself richer at the expense of other people. But on the more positive side, this card is saying, I do have things that I care about as well. I have ideas, and if I pursue those, then I'll be able to get somewhere in life. So you do have to put yourself out there. The king also just got onto this throne by pushing himself forward. It is an Aries throne. So it's about taking charge of your life, looking at what you're passionate about and going after it, pursuing it. So you see someone you love, or you find something that you're really interested in. It's up to you to really take the next step. The example with the cartography, it's your duty, if you fall in love with those cards or those maps, to say, hey, where's the course that I can sign up to become a cartographer myself? Or if it is a person that you fall in love with, it's your job to say, hey, we finished this job that allowed us to meet. Would you like to go for a coffee afterwards? That's your duty if you want to take this further and to give it a chance to develop. So the cards are saying that there's really the potential to meet a long-term love in your life that's going to stick around, but you do have to take a little bit of action, and you can't expect everything to be handed to you on a silver platter. You have to do something to get it. Nothing dishonest, but you do have to act, and you do have to try and get something for yourself. because it's an opportunity that you have to kind of work for. Sometimes people just come to you and they say, oh my God, I noticed you across the room and I think you're wonderful. Why don't you go out with me sometime? That's someone doing exactly this. And today that isn't going to happen to you. You're not in the receiving position. You're in the position where if you want to create that kind of stability, you're the one who has to do the work. So don't be work shy today. If you see something that you adore and admire and love, grab it. 6 and 4 is 10. And 7 is 17. 1 and 7 is 8. And 8 in numerology is power. So you have the power to get what you want. So don't be shy. Go after what it is you want. That's the way to make the most of the day. And there are lots of opportunities, but ho-humming and being shy and staying in the background and not taking action and being indecisive, those things aren't going to fly today. That's not the way to succeed. It's about being decisive, taking action, moving forward, being independent, and doing things solo. That's the way to success. Have a wonderful day. If you would like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. I use the tarot, I use astrology and numerology in my readings. The way I just combine numerology and tarot, in my readings I combine all three divination systems. The astrology chart in particular gives me a blueprint of your soul. It shows me why you've come into this lifetime, what your soul purpose is, your life mission, what your vocational aptitudes are, what you're destined to experience in your love life, your health, your career, your spiritual progress, family-wise, travel-wise. It also allows me to see what's coming up in future in those areas. So what's coming up for you in your love life over the next couple of months and years, what's coming up for you in your career, whether you'll be successful going down this route or this route, and what's coming up in general. So if you have any questions that you'd like me to look at for you, then please do get in touch for a private reading via the website. Remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.